Let's do this. Again, it's the first stop in the Alabama Bass Trail presented by Phoenix Boats. We're at McFarland Park, Pickwick Lake. We'll see everybody. We'll see everybody this afternoon. First flight checking in at 2:30. I do remind everyone, please keep your PFDs on. Keep on those flotation devices. Things could get ugly. There's a lot of floating debris possible out there with them pushing this much water through it, pull stuff off the bank, etc. So let's do it. Again, first flight checks in at 2:30. We got 225 boats ready to take off for the first stop of the North. Who's going to win it today? Who's going to get their portion of that $47,000 plus and take home that $10,000 prize? First up, and we're going to keep on going, stopping at every 25 first flight. Boat 1. It's Hank Holmes. 61 boat of Blake Hall and Tristan Crowder. You're good to go. Ryan Walters and John Lerna. Behind Walters and Lerna, we've got boat number 63. 64, Adam Christian. Chris Suchard. Oh, Suchard. Sorry about that. Maybe got a brother Chris. Danny Hurd that. And Fisher Hurd. Team Hurd in the 65, 66, Josh Gibson and Will Self.
Water came up to the dam. I always hear just how it's almost like a motorcycle racer and a guy racing with wide elbows. You know, you have to be conscious of the other anglers around you, but there's only so much area. And like when I'm driving in a car, I promise you my close is a lot closer than what you think is close. Well, the same thing for these anglers. The room that you would normally give an angler on a typical lake or river or open area, you're not going to get that room here. You know, you're going to be bumping elbows. I mean, look at this one stretch. In this 100-yard stretch, there's 4 boats in it. You know, there's many tournaments where you want to give each individual angler that 100 yards if it's a shoreline.
Well, and two, there's multiple tournaments going on this lake today, so we're not sure that those are Alabama Bass Trail guys because there are a number of tournaments that go on these lakes all the time. But I'm going to bet there's quite a few of our guys up there.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, all of these are. I mean, currently, I can see the identifier there too. But I'm just saying, for the general area, you know, what's close is relative. And if you pull up here, you better know that I'm going to be close to somebody. If you look over to my left and you look in there deep, that's normal for this part or this body of water. Now, casting over other people's lines, if they've been there, that's when things don't get fun. But there's only so much shared space. And out here, I think it's a great idea by these guys. If they're catching fish and they're out here in the open, give them room. You know, let them do their business. I don't know I'd want to be one of those guys, but the only reason they're there is because they know the fish are there. And as Robin was saying, you know, those guys were the first couple up there close to that.
Guys, we're going to move right up here. Put another boat. Better bring me donuts and Gunnersville. Yeah. One of the guys that works for us. As you guys can tell, still a little foggy out here this morning. It tries to lighten up a little bit for us, Cave, but then it just gets thicker and thicker, and so at least we can see a little bit further ahead of us. I cannot see the bridge looking back behind me, but we believe this is Mike Carter, Tracy Robinson up here, winners of our Gunnersville tournament from last season. So we're going to ease up here. Wes said they know they've caught some fish today, so we'll see what kind of lies they'll tell us and see what we can find out. Number of boats in this area, though. So we're going to ease up here, try to talk to them real fast. We're going to try to cover as many people as we can. It's tough in this fog because you can't run, you can't see. And, you know, we get lucky to pull up on an area like this where you got 5 or 6 guys. We can stop and talk to them. But, so guys, we're doing the best we can to bring you guys the best live coverage out there for a team tournament trail. And, you know, weather conditions aren't always right to help do that. So fog this morning, obviously an issue, but we're doing the best we can with what we got. So we're going to ease up here on Mike and Tracy, talk to them real fast, and see what they got.
I'm getting used to this beautiful view. Every time I wake up seeing your sweet face, that's all it takes to turn me inside out. Love song in my head, you and me in this bed. This is what it's all about, loving this new normal.
All right, welcome back. This video did not go the way I'd planned. The ABT Pickwick tournament, the GoPro I had, it must have got wet from the rain that we had in practice. I couldn't get it to operate the day of the tournament, so I have no footage other than what you've seen before here that I've linked to this video. None of my personal video from the catches, and sorry about that. Now I've got a new one coming. We're going to continue to make videos. But just to recap the tournament, it was a tough bite. Everybody that I talked to was having tough time in practice. Day of the tournament, we launched out, and right after we got to our first area, fog laid in, and you'll see from the previous clips I put in, the fog got so heavy you couldn't run anywhere. Fortunately, we made it to an area that we thought we had fish, and we knew we was close to at least one of the boat, but there was so much fog we really couldn't tell us. And about 11 o'clock, the fog started to lift a little bit, and then we realized there was 26 boats that was around us. It was like, wow, okay, well, maybe they'll start biting. And the bite was still slow. We'd get a bite every hour or so. We ended up having 5 fish that went 1684. In the ABT, there's 225 boats, and we finished in 42nd place. That was 2 spots outside the money. Good tournament. You got to be in top 75 to make the championship, so we're sitting good in points to start the season. So we're absolutely happy about that. It was really cool. We had a boat that was 50 yards beside us, and those guys, you know, we conversated with them, you know, give them thumbs up and everything else while we were there. They actually ended up winning the tournament. They had 27 pounds something and won it, and they were just 50 yards from us. Appreciative to them guys that, you know, nobody crowded anybody. It worked out the way it needed to. We just didn't get the big bites. We had one that was a little over 5, and then we had a bunch of 3-pounders, and the guys next to us, they had a couple 7-pounders, and then a bunch of solid 4.5s. So happy we got to sit there and watch it. It was cool. But we were really close to winning that 10 grand too. Anyhow, that's going to be about it. We've got Gunnersville coming up. It was 2 weeks from the time of the Pickwick tournament. We're going to be in the Freedom Marine tournament that's on Gunnersville this weekend. It'll be a good practice going into the ABT tournament. But I think that's going to be about it. Till then, we'll see you then. Ready for the second stop. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Thanks.